Okay, so today's learning objective is I can predict and prepare a simple investigation to sort materials into conductors and insulators. Hypothesis. We want to find out. What do we want to find out? Good. See, it says here. Right. And this is what we predict. So what would we predict? What do we think is going to happen? Okay, what do you think is going to happen in this experiment? What sort of things do you think are conductors, and what sort of things do you think are insulators? Okay, so this is very important in a science experiment. How will we keep our test fair? Now that means keeping our test fair means basically that we have to do the same experiment for each thing that we're testing. How will we do that? We should use the same equipment each time, so the same bulb, wires and battery. You can write in your own words, you don't have to copy this, okay? So the only thing that we are changing, what are we changing? What are we changing in this experiment? Yes, we are only changing the items that we are testing as conductors and insulators. Okay. It's not very neat because my handwriting keeps changing. But anyway, what equipment and materials will we use? So what will we use in this experiment? Now, I don't know if you can remember the things on the website which you can test. Paper money, good. So we can test that. Yeah, a dog. Dog. What else? A coin, good. Paper clip, that's right. A hand. Well, there is a pencil. And in addition to that, we have a resistor. Now this is optional, you don't have to do these, only if you want to. Resistor. And also there's a fuse. Yeah, now these two things you don't have to do. Okay. I'll explain. A fuse is something that keeps the house safe, and devices safe. What it is it allows, well, I'm giving away the answer really, but it allows electricity through, but if the electricity is too much, too great, then it stops, it breaks, and then no electricity can pass through. Yeah, so it's a safety device. Anyway, those are the things you can test. You don't have to test them all, but I would like you to test these ones. We did it before, but let's move on to filling this out. So this is what we will do. So can you explain how you will set up the equipment to do this? Doing that. Create a simple attach wires to either end of that. Connect to the bulb. Okay, so that's what you will do. Now don't worry if you don't manage to write it all down, because I'm going through this quite quickly. How we can record our results by using, so we have some options. We have diagram, which means picture, a table, which is, if I go here, this is what a table looks like. Here, this is a table. I can choose how many squares I want like this, yeah, for our results. Bar charts. This is a bar chart. Okay, that's a bar chart. Line graphs, that's similar to a bar chart. Here, this is a line graph. Drawings, or writing. So which way do you think would be the best way to record our results? We're measuring how much of a conductor or insulator something is. The columns like this. I don't know how many items we're testing. So for instance, here I'd write how bright was the bulb, because the brighter the bulb, the better it is as an insulator. Yeah, as a conductor, beg your pardon. Yeah, if it's a better conductor, then the bulb will be very bright. If it's a bad conductor, then the bulb might not go on at all. And then we have coin here, for example, dog. These are just examples, so you don't have to copy this down. In a minute, I'm going to delete this and show you a different way of demonstrating. And then what else did we have? Paperclip. Paperclip. Okay. And then here, don't write this, because that's not what you need to do. That's when you carry out the experiment, you would write. So for example, quite bright, and then dog, no light at all. And then again, no light at all. Very bright. Now don't copy that, because I don't know if that's correct. I'm just guessing. But that's an example of how you would fill out the form. Okay, so another one, you could use drawings instead here, and then show its brightness. Okay, so I'm going to draw the bulb. Maybe it's not such a good bulb, but it's just an example of how you could do it each time. So you draw the bulb for however many times you're carrying out the experiment, and then you would indicate how bright the bulb was. It's not really very good, because they're all different sizes. Try and keep them the same size. Now the coin will be a little bit bright, so here, if I use my yellow, so I color it in, and then I give it a small one like that. And the dog and hand had nothing. The paperclip might be brighter, so then I'd draw the lines even longer. If I okay, oof, dear. So I use that one. Now I draw more yellow maybe, and the lines coming off it would be a bit longer, like they show you in the experiment that you do on the website. Okay. So here's some examples of how you would do that, do the recording of results. I will use a table and drawings for my results. For example, and then we can see that. What will we be seeing, do you think, when we do this experiment? So I will say that what you will see is how bright the bulb is, how bright the bulb gets. You can say the brighter the bulb, the better it is as a conductor. Whoops. We think this is because, why do we think the bulb will get brighter if we have a better conductor? The better the... Okay, so because it lets through electricity more easily, doesn't it? That's what a good conductor does. Okay. Because a good conductor allows more electricity through it. Yeah? Now our results, this is where you say what your results prove. Okay, so you need to do the experiment here, and if they confirm what you wrote here, this one and this one, then you can say my results were confirmed by the experiment. Yeah, but you need to carry out the experiment. There's not much time to do that.